What's up, guys? Welcome back to the ranch. All right, ranchers, we're in the corner of my property, opposite end from where I usually am. This is kind of where a recreational spot, and we're right on the road, as you could see, and it's pretty wide open. So I'm going to show you how to splice and propagate some willows here for screening. We're going to come to a willow plant like this. This is a brown willow. This loves wet feet, and there's a lot of water running around here. And we're gonna cut this or propagate it and stick it right in the ground and let it grow wherever we stick it. Now, not everything we stick in the ground is gonna grow, but a lot of them will. And I wanna stick them all along this fence line here to let these willows pop up, thicken out, and provide some screening for me in the corner of my property when I'm hanging out over here. All right, guys, let's dive on in and take a look at what this willow looks like. All right, so this is our willow, and willows have a opposite leaf sprout, so they don't sprout exactly mirror image of each other. So you see there's one coming out this way, one coming out a little bit other this way. That's how you know this is a willow. Otherwise, this reddish color stick, if it was coming out each end, that could be a dogwood. And dogwoods are an awesome plant. Also, you can do that same thing that we're gonna do with these, propagate them and stick them in the ground. But like a dogwood, a red osier dogwood, is more of food for deer, and I want screening here. So we're gonna do this here because I don't want the deer to wanna eat over here where I'm hanging out. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna come to a stem that's about a pinky size or less, and we're gonna cut it right below the node, right there. So let me come in and show you how I cut that. So we cut that right below the node, and now I'm going to take my little tool here and make a little damage, and that'll stimulate the root to sprout from that damage when we stick this in the ground. Now you also don't need this much of a stick. You only need about 4 or 5 nodes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5, and I'm going to cut it right above that last node right there. All right, now I'm going to make a few of these real quick, and we'll cut to the next part. So I got all my little stems all cut and damaged at the end. You got to make sure you put them in the ground in the right direction that they were already growing, otherwise they definitely won't take. And all you do is on a nice warm winter day, this is best done in like end of February, early March, before these open up and start growing. And you come over to a spot in the ground. This is a little wet in here, but that's okay because willows don't mind wet feet, which means that they can grow in water. And you just literally stick them in the ground just a little bit, a few inches. And let me bring the camera on in. Let me bring the camera on in and show you. I just stuck 3 here in the ground, all nice in there. Just poke them in. They're catching some dirt. And now this should sprout. Now I did 3 because again, it's a numbers game. You're gonna have not all these take, but you just need 1 to take, and then willows take off like wildfire. All right, let's stick a few in on all these fence posts, and I'll be right back. All right, so I stuck them all in at all the fence posts here along the face of my property that faces the road, and the corner of the cars come up so I don't gotta see them. And I showed you the young willow we cut from, and this is a big willow right here. This is what this can grow into, and these can be hard cut back down to the ground, and they repop back up. They have a lot of growing vigor. So that's what these will look like in their full maturity. Let me stand in front of it and you could see as I put my arm out. This is a huge willow. We could actually hard cut this down right now, which means hard cutting means cut it almost right to the base stump and let it re-sprout. But it's been doing okay. It helps block, again, what I'm trying to block on the corner of my property. So that's why I kind of leave it. And you're saying, well, why would I want to do this? Well, this is good screening. But if you wanted to do this for food, you could take a red osier dogwood if you find them on your property somewhere and put them in the mud a nice wet muddy spot all along the edge of your food plot maybe, and provide woody browse food on your food plot. Or maybe you can move red osier dogwood around your property, putting food and browse that deer will love in different spots of your property if you find it. And this is an easy technique to do this time of year in that end of February, early March on a warm day when you got a little bit of the ground thaw, and you could poke these pencil-sized cuttings right in the ground and promote them to grow. We did this today with willows for screening, and those are two types of woody shrubs that you can do to propagate, cut, stick in the ground, and make grow without actually having to buy plants. And this is a great way to get free plants and free landscape on your property without actually having to go to the store. All right, something to think about. You might want to do around your place. Thanks for watching, guys.